This is Cool Japan, and in this video we're going to take a look at the SH Figuarts Gogeta figure. It's really cool and from the Dragon Ball Super movie. Let's check it out. So this is pretty much a standard Dragon Ball figure. He comes with all the usual accessories. He comes out of the box with these two fists. He comes with these two martial arts types of hands. These two gripping or power charging types of hands, and these two open palmed ki blast hands. He comes with several different faces for his Super Saiyan blue hair. You can see right here he looks really nice. He kind of looks more like Vegeta than Goku. Not sure what is making me say that. I mean, they both look very similar, but he does look pretty good. He does kind of have a long nose. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be that long or not. It just seems a little bit longer than usual. But anyway, he comes with this stern looking face and this really nice looking smirking face. Except for mine, it does have two little dots of blue paint right there that don't want to come off, which is kind of unfortunate, but can't really tell from a distance. Doesn't really bother me too much. And last up, he comes with this yelling, screaming face, which looks great. And as a bonus, he comes with his powered down face, or powered down head sculpt. And if you look carefully, you'll notice that the hair sculpt on the powered down and powered up version are actually different. It's not the same type of hair. They do look a little bit different. They're similar, but they do look different. And the weird thing about this powered down head is that his faceplate, he does have a faceplate. It comes off, except he has no other faces to put on it. Since the sculpts are different, you can't use the blue face on the black hair. It just doesn't fit in properly. And if you look carefully, you'll see that the plastic is painted black, which I don't like painted hair because that's usually the first thing to start paint rub, or you'll see on the tips maybe the paint will start coming off. But it is weird. I mean, why would they sculpt it out of blue paint, and why would they let you take off his face, since he doesn't have any other powered down faceplates? And it's kind of interesting to note that this powered down face and the Super Saiyan face are exactly the same, minus the paint issue right that I have. But yeah, these are the same face, except the hair sculpt is different. It's not the same. Anyway, that is it for the accessories. He doesn't come with a stand or any kind of effects. Just the 4 sets of hands and the 3 faceplates for the Super Saiyan Blue and the extra powered down head. Right, let's look at the sculpt and paintwork. Right, so sculpt-wise, this figure does look really, really good. It looks like he just came out of the anime. It's really accurate to what he actually looks like, which is great. I like the muscles on his torso and his arm muscles. They are really nice. I think they're a unique sculpt. The pants look really good. There doesn't seem to be any shading on his upper body. Like, there's no shading on the muscles or arms or his clothes or his back or anywhere. All the shading seems to be on the front side of his pants. There's no shading on the back, just on the front, which is pretty standard for Dragon Ball, so it doesn't really bother me too much. He's got this sash, which is a floating piece, and also it's articulated, so you can move it around how you please, or you could put it right there, which it looks really weird. But yeah, so far it looks pretty good. His shoulder things are not painted, they're just this yellow plastic, but this part right here, this is a softer plastic that's, I guess it's glued onto the chest. This part is painted yellow. And his hair is on blue plastic, but it looks like there's some kind of pearl effect kind of painted on top. And that's pretty much it. I mean, his boots look really nice right here. It's another softer kind of rubber, so you can move his feet a little bit better, which is all good. And other than that, there is not much to say. His pants look great. He does look kind of skinnier than the other figures, but that might just be me imagining things. Anyway, let's look at the articulation. Starting from the head, he doesn't look up at all because he has this collar piece right here in his hair, so he can't look up at all. He does look down a little bit. You can tuck in his chin and he looks down. If you give him a crunch, he can look straight down, which is nice. His arms have this little sleeve piece. We're pretty used to that, but this one does kind of bother me because the peg looks a little bit long, so you can see it. It's pretty obvious that it's there, which is not that great, but I can live with it. His arms go up that much. There is a cut at the bicep, and he does have double jointed arms, which let you bend his arm a little bit more than 90 degrees, which is good. His hand is on a ball hinge, which is standard. He does have this really good butterfly joint, which allows him to pull his arm across his body like that. It's nice, but when you do that, you can see like a little metal peg right there. It's hard to see on camera, but yeah, it's right there. It doesn't really bother me too much, but it's just something I noticed. He doesn't, let me see if he arches his back. Oh, when you arch, he does arch his back, but you gotta be careful. You gotta tuck in the plastic into his back, so you can get him to arch his back that much, which is great, except you get this huge gap right there. And he can crunch a lot. You do get some gap, but they are attempting to hide it, which is nice. You got those nice back muscles, which look pretty good. And then you gotta kind of tuck it in again when you put it straight. Alright, and he swivels at the waist. You can get his legs to do the full splits, which I love. He can kick out that much, kick back all the way, so you can get him to do the splits like that. Get him to do the splits like that. Very good leg articulation. And he has a double jointed knee, which lets him bend it a lot, which is great. And it doesn't look horrible. Looks fine, I think. And like I said, he has this rubber piece right here, so you can pivot his ankle quite a bit, giving him some really good balance when you want to get him into some cool poses. He does have a toe joint. His foot goes down that much and goes up about that much. It's on a double ball peg, I think is what you call it. But yeah, that is all the articulation. He does have really good articulation, which is now, I guess, the standard of Dragon Ball Figuarts. They can get into a ton of poses, which is great. So yeah, he is a great figure. He is very standard in size. Let me just do a few size comparisons real quick. So here he is standing next to Goku. He's pretty much the same height. So he's a very, very standard height figure. And that'll tell you well, how big he is compared to the other figures. Let me just get him next to Broly. And here he is next to Broly. They look great together. They're made together, so they're made to go together. So they look fantastic right next to each other. And let me just get some pictures, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this review. All in all, I would say Gogeta is a great figure. There are just a few weird things about it, mostly with the powered down head, which is kind of weird. I mean, I'm still wondering why they have this faceplate. Usually they don't do that. If they have an extra head, they just glue it on. Maybe it was glued on and the glue just came off for some reason, but I just thought that was weird. Anyway, let's check out some cool photos.